like to play very aggressively.
And it seems we're going to get a Ryu. That's what my surprise face was about. Oh. Especially after you see what happened earlier in the bracket where Yetey beat Dimitri, another Ryu player, 3-0. This is a big risk you have to take. Maybe he is up to something. We'll see. We're going to game 1 at Pokemon Stadium. And oh god, what is happening already?
Not even 5 seconds in and we already got almost 50% on Yetey. Yeah, I think that's gonna be pretty tough. Pichu as a character not playing that campy pretty short has to get in to where Ryu likes to play.
Yeah, you have to engage in that close quarter game, yeah, that's what you mean. Oh. Yeah, I think Anders is looking for that Shoryuken right now. Or a down tilt Tatsumaki, whatever works to his best interest. Oh, that's a double jump gone!
Yep. Okay. So that just goes to show, in a game like Smash where we don't use health bars and it's more like sumo on crack, you can take a lot of damage. And as long as you give him that little nudge over the edge at some point, you're gonna be totally fine.
Yeah, it should be fine. But now we're getting a Pichu with dangerously high percentages. Of course, you need to actually get a hit on Pichu though. And oh, okay, yeah, just Tatsumaki, sure. Tatsumaki, kick the little rat away, and that's going to be a first stock. And the damage, it's not going to lie in the damage wrecking department, it seems, but it's probably going to be lying in the amount of exchanges Andres can force into his opponents. And there is the Thunder Spike into Pichu herself, and that is a big lead Yetey takes here.
Yeah, he just made beautiful use of the differences between Pichu and Pikachu. Of course, Pichu's up air sends you much tighter angle, just straight up. Not a lot of difference between that, where Pikachu's up air can send you in all sorts of directions. So I guess those are the kind of reasons to still play Pichu over Pikachu even after the infamous Pichu nerf. And yeah. I love that Yetey as a Pichu player is making full use of it.
And it seems so difficult for Andres to just engage, to just properly get a hit in. Not only due to the Thunder Jolts, but the speed at which Yetey is moving around with and the amount of slippery movement he's pulling off. Uh-oh.
Another edge guard attempt. No, the Tatsumaki beating the Thunder Jolt, but he cannot get past the down smash, and that's gonna be it. Yetey had a rough start, but after he turned it around with that edge guard, he just never stopped.
Damn, that went fast. Is this how the previous set went? Is this how it went?
I told you, everyone who's still playing Pichu today is gonna be quite aggressive, because that's what separates him from Pikachu.
Yeah. Oh man. Alright. So that means we're going to game 2. I hope, at least, if I look at this game, that there's going to be a switch in characters, because this did not work out that well.
So what do you want to see? Do you want to see the Ken or the Terry?
I think maybe, like, if I look how Yetey is playing very... It's like staying on the platform, Thunder Jolting down, and trying to approach with the Thunder Jolts. And
right, and maybe if one opening, he just barrels in.
Precisely. The only I would say Terry, because Crack Shoot just annihilates that option, because it creates a big anti-air zone which beats, I think, both the projectile and Pichu. But then off stage becomes very difficult. So it's kind of hard to say.
Yeah, especially because offstage already wasn't that much of a success for Andres, despite Ryu not being as terrible in recovery as Terry is. But you know, I gotta say, Andres at the start was using a lot of red fireballs, trying to zone him out a little, but they just couldn't hold up in the face of Pichu's Thunderbolts. Yeah, they really couldn't.
It didn't look that good. It looked kind of yikes.
Yeah, it did. So, you know, maybe it's gonna be the Terry. It would be quite something here for the final match. Of course, that was just game 1. Maybe he is just gonna play a lot better in game 2 and win. That's also just enough.
Yeah, just win, dude. Just win.
Just win. Just play good.
Just play good. It's easy, dude. Just do it. Don't complain. It's easy. All right. But I think they're just, it seems like they're just thinking about the character, or at least Andres is. He is kind of wanting to think about what he's going to do, because the Ryu is not working that well. Of course, I don't know how the matchup with Ken is, and I think a reason why Andres picked Ryu first, because we've seen him pick Ken most of the time as his first go. If I look at yesterday's bracket, there's only a couple of matchups where he doesn't, and that's matchups where he has to camp. I see a game against a Lil Mac, and there I would presume that Ryu is the better choice of the two. But for the rest, it's mostly Ken.
Yeah, it has been mostly Ken, and you'd want to play Ryu if you are intent on playing a little bit more calm, a little bit more laid back. And Ken, if you just want to do the absolute maximum damage you can when you are in, and have a slightly easier time getting in. But I just noticed that Yetey exited the arena. So I don't know what's going on there. Maybe the internet is acting up again, but unlike some other matches we've seen, when they were actually playing, the connection was rock solid.
Yeah. All right. That's interesting, I guess. I don't know. It could happen. It could be some router reset. We didn't really notice any form of lag, but of course we can feel how the game plays, so it's just an estimation we have to make. But I really want to see the Terry, dude. I really want to see the Terry. I think that will be a decent pick. It would be a very decent pick. Let me check for the rest of the top 8 bracket if anyone has played before, because there are a couple matches, like for example Quick versus Owl Babies, which should be a banger, but I don't know how much they played together in this game.
Honestly, I haven't seen these two together personally a lot.
No, they have not actually.
So that's gonna be interesting. Owl Baby's probably gonna be sticking with the Bayo. But
yeah.
We all remember that heated match between Quick and Rage at Valhalla, one of the last big offline tournaments we had. And it looked like Rage was actually going to dominate Quick, if you remember, during that offline match, and just Quick managing to pull it out in the end. But it did show that a good Bayonetta definitely has a fighting chance versus Quick Samus. On the other hand, he also has that Banjo-Kazooie, and I am a firm believer that Banjo-Kazooie has a good matchup versus Samus, so who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, it's gonna be a surprise either way, it seems.
Probably Bayo.
Yeah, probably Bayo. Like, if I look at the matches he played today, I would presume it would be Bayo. He hasn't played a single match other than her. Maybe it's somewhere hidden in the pocket, but you never know. Even against matchups we thought were kind of hard for Bayo, it still worked out. For example, like Snake or something, it still worked out. So he seems kind of confident in that pick. Let me also check what is going on with the players. Oh, all right.
They're doing a lag test apparently.
Yeah, it seems there were some connection issues between the two.
No, it looked fine for a moment.
Yeah, again, it looks fine, but is it fine? That's the question. Is it fine?
Probably not.
It seems.
Is it ever really fine?
No. All right. As fine as possible. Let me just say it like that.
And it looks like Andres requested the lag test. Maybe. Right. I don't want to speculate too much, but maybe he's trying to pull out a cheeky win after he got dumpstered that hard by Yetey's Pichu. I mean, you never know.
You never know the kind of tricks people have up their sleeves, I guess. You never know. But it seems like the one player is back. You would presume the other would be back soon as well, so we can just continue with the last set before the top 8 starts. So that means we have one more match before we go to our next set of commentators. If you want to stay watching, I would recommend you do so, because there are some quality matches coming up. We talked about it earlier. We said Quick versus Owl Babies, and of course Gluttony versus Mr. R. The Brawl Classic is a good one. If you want to see the entire bracket, just post ! bracket in the chat, and you get to see everything that we have in store for you in the coming hours, because we have the entire day to stream the entirety of top 16, so there should be a lot to watch.
Right, and that entirety of top 16 is almost about to come to an end after after the lag test. It looks like the results came in and both of their connections are fine. So AndresFn is just gonna have to contend with Yetey's Pichu.
Yeah, it just has to deal with it. I can imagine, like, for such a fast-paced character, right? Like, your reactions feel super sluggish if you just get hit by everything.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I feel like Ashoto should have way more hardwired muscle memory inputs, if you will.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Just play out the same way with or without delay. And that a Pichu would need to be a little bit more careful of where he is and how he reacts. Because if he makes one wrong move, he's just...
Yeah, he's gone, dude. He's gone.
Yeah.
Pichu,
and if you are a Shoto main like Andres, those inputs, man, they are probably hardwired into your brain. You know, just a sequence you rattle off. Of course, you do need to see and react to, especially with Ken, what people do after crescent kick, if they fall out, if they don't, where they fly exactly. With Ryu, the angles are a bit more predictable, I feel like, on his special moves.
Yeah. It's a lot less multi-hits as well, especially it's only like the fireball, but Ryu is most of the time just single hits string together, and that's a lot more easy to predict. We're going again, surprisingly, with the Ryu, no changes in character, but as we saw last time, this could be very, very difficult for Andres to keep this going.
Okay, here we go. This is game 2. Last time it did not end too well for Andres. Despite that, he is sticking with the Ryu. I like the dedication. I hope he used a little bit less red fireball, because every time would you just get beaten out by a thunder jolt. They weren't as useful, and we can instantly see Andres running up into Yetey's face and just trying to go head to head, you know, just boxing.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it is working, and every hit he shields by Pichu puts more damage on Pichu, because most of these aerials are electric, of course. Especially those landing down airs and forward airs. But now he's put off stage and just too far to recover with an air dodge. He tries anyway and loses his first Tokuno SD, and he is just done. He is forfeiting this match, it seems. Probably forfeiting the set. Maybe he just wants to switch characters, but I guess this is just a forfeit from Andres. Understandable, understandable. Can't say I don't understand. But that is gonna give us a result here for top 16, which means we're gonna have Yetey versus Vince in losers 8, and we're gonna have Light versus Siskui in losers 8, and on top Gluttony versus Mr. R, and Quick versus All Babies.
Wait, you know for sure he's gonna just leave it at this and not switch character?
No. Like, I know how to forfeit. If you forfeit, you forfeit.
Yeah, okay.
It's usually just done.
Alright, it seems... Oh, wait, they're still calling... Wait.
I mean, maybe. Maybe he pulls out the Terry. Maybe it's gonna be yet another lag test. How about that?
I have no clue, honestly. I am confused beyond belief. It's like, alright, I can imagine, like, dying to an air dodge like that is really upsetting, but to instantly forfeit the entire set.
Well, I mean, he had a problem with the lag in game 1. I suppose if the lag test conclusion is that you need to play it out and you still feel like you can't play because of it. Game 2, I think that would explain it more so than the air dodge per se.
Yeah, perhaps. We'll see. We'll see. For now, it's just some administrative business. Seems like they are just figuring things out for themselves. All right, this is an interesting situation we found ourselves into.
Yeah, I don't think it is the stream technician, because if it would, then they would have had lag problems in the other sets as well.
Yeah.
The only kind of lag problem we've had is a bit of the stream upload and not the games with the players themselves.
So it should be fine, I would presume. But then again, you never know. It is online.
Right, so we're kind of just waiting for a confirmation now from the TOs, I guess, if they are still intent on playing a game 3 with other characters, or if there's still some kind of lag dispute going on between these players.
Yeah.
Or if this is just X for top 16. You know, let's say this is a forfeit. If you look back on the top 16 we've had, what was your favorite game today?
Ooh, I think that's a difficult one. I think it's a really difficult one. In terms of how hype it was, I would say that Sintra Riser was one of my favorite games. It just went really back and forth. Really back and forth. You didn't really know who was going to take it home. And in the end, it was a really close call, but Sintra managed to win that with 3-2. And I also like Mr. R versus Light, just because it feels like a classic match, even though it hasn't been played that often. But,
no, but it
two
is,
really high quality players.
Both of them have played so often before, you know.
Yeah, in that sense, it's kind of true.
Like,
I think those two were my favorites.
If you look at this top 8 alone, 3 of the 8 players are veterans that go all the way back to Brawl. Light, Quick, and Mr. R. Gluttony. Oh, that's 4. That's 4. I can't even count.
Dude. I was just about to say, I was recounting it in my head. I was like, wait.
Brawl people still reign supreme almost 1.5 decade after their game came out. Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
It doesn't slow down with time, yeah. So, yeah, probably those two were my favorite matches. But how about you? Which matches did you like?
Well, like you said, Riser versus Sintro was a great one, just like Light versus Mr. R. I really enjoyed the Samus matches as well. Siskui put up a good fight versus Gluttony. And we're going to get more of that in top 8. We just got an update from the TOs, by the way. It looks like they are lag testing the streamer.
Oh, God.
I guess that's what they want, but I severely doubt that the streamer is the problem. If it was, we definitely would have heard something from the other people who have played on stream, but we didn't. They didn't even lag test their opponent, so I think this is just I don't know, a last-ditch attempt at finding the lag, if you will. But you know, it is an online game, and it is ultimate, and it doesn't have rollback, so sometimes these games are just gonna go like this.
All right, we're going. We're going, it seems. I hear audio that is going to be going into the lag test. We're seeing what's going to be happening.
Are we gonna live spectate the lag test?
No, I think we're gonna audio book it. We need to audio book it, I guess.
We could have the first commentated leg test set.
Yeah, basically, no, they're just playing around a bit. You hear? I don't know if you hear the game audio, but it's just some throwing moves around. It's Roy and Ness, of course. They're gonna throw moves around, but it's just to see how the connection is.
This is the lag test. Who's Buzzy?
That's one of the TOs, or one of the other players.
Steve Buck is also a TO.
Yeah, is it Wolf's Buzzy? I think.
Are they lag testing 2 TOs? Instead of like one TO and Andreas or whatever, but it seems like they're done. It seems like they're done.
Right, now for the final result. This is like finishing an exam. Just waiting for the result. All right, what's gonna be it? Is it okay? Is it okay or is it not? I hear people coming back into the arena, so that can only mean one thing. We have a result.
Yeah, Andres and Yetey are both back in the arena. Does that mean they're gonna play it out? And what does that mean for game 2? Is Yetey just gonna get another game?
Yeah, is he gonna get that game 2 because of Andres' just willingness to quit that round? Or is he just gonna say, you know what, we're gonna replay that? We saw it before with another set where they just gentlemen to another game. So maybe we'll see that. Maybe it depends. It depends on what the TOs decide. They're apparently discussing that. But on paper, Yetey should take the game. On paper, he should take.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think you know, you just book it, bag it, take it.
Yeah, he has to, or at least that would be
they're gonna reset the game state. So I guess that's. I don't know if anyone remembered exactly how much percentage Yetey had, but that's probably gonna be around 40 to 50% with a stock lead, I guess.
All right. That's. I don't know.
It's a decision.
It's a decision, I guess. We do not have any influence over that, so that's probably going to be the decision we're going to rule with. So 1 stock down for Andres, and Yetey still with all of his stocks. It's going to be a full reset of that game. For full continuation from that point on, I would presume. I don't know. Let me check again. This is kind of a weird situation.
This is definitely an odd situation. Let's hope this doesn't happen in top 8.
Oh man. I mean, we do have the time.
I know we should be unbiased as commentators, but should we be rooting for Yetey so that there are no lag tests in top 8?
All right, that's all right. All right.
Who requested a lag test? So.
All right, then. That's okay. Yeah, sure. That's one tactic to speed up top 8.
I know the chat is coming out in favor of starting game 3 with Yetey 2-0.
Yeah.
I see it from True4, from Germany, see it from Maxi King. Yeah, everybody's saying it's not me. Well, it's not me either, how about that? And yet I am here waiting on you people.
It's democracy. Democracy strikes again, or at least I don't know.
Okay, so the decision has been made. We are going back to game 2, and we are starting with Yetey on 30% with 3 stocks, and Andres with 2 stocks, 0%.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to make that happen.
So all the people in the chat coming out in favor of Yetey 2-0. It's gonna be Yetey 1-0 with a stock lead. Reset game state from right after where Andreas is. Indeed.
So 1 stock down for Andres, 50% on Yetey. That's gonna be it. Luckily, he can do it himself, so he doesn't. So Andres doesn't steal any moves. So Pichu can just do it herself.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
So here we go. We are finally back with game 2. They're gonna have to work a little while to reset the game state.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's using the down.
Yeah, of course he is. That would be the most
building up some big damage. Look at that, 4% every time. That's quite something. And
yes, that's it. That's it. Let's go. I think we're gonna start with the game. Come on, yeah, Ryu is ready and instantly gets a forwarder in his face.
Imagine if the air dodge to the ledge had been another SD.
Oh no, that would have been so sad. Then he definitely would have quit.
Sad, but also hilarious.
Yeah, okay, in that, yeah.
I think Yetey might be trolling a little, just walking backwards towards Ryu. I think he's definitely feeding himself. I
mean, sometimes you just do, and that will add to the mental state of your opponent. Like, just showing that you feel yourself, you are confident in what you're doing right now.
Exactly. And Yetey is playing very confident. That's a jab block, and that's a KO. A big old forward smash. Still so incredibly strong from Yetey.
He's staying on the respawn platform. That's always a bad sign. Okay, we're good.
He's going on with it. He's going on with it.
That's always like the most stressful thing as a commentator. You see like someone standing on the respawn platform after a stock is taken. It's like, oh god, they are fuming. They are fuming right now.
Andres back on stage. He's in big trouble though. He's gonna get put back off again. Yetey, is he gonna go for the edge guard? No, he tried to go for a Thunder Jolt. Doesn't work. Gets the F smash on the roll on stage. Is looking super tough for Andres. I think if he gets another one of those forward smashes, it might be gone. Those forward smashes are so powerful. Instead, it's gonna be a down smash. And he dies into the blast zone. That's game 2. I mean, I think it's also at the start, but we might have well started game 3, to be honest.
To be fair, I think this was game 3. If I see how Andres is feeling, I think this.
In his mind, this was game 3.
This was game 3. Or yeah. No, are we gonna call another one? No, don't. Please don't. We spent all this time to reset the game state.
Please no more lag test. We were running so well on schedule.
It's like a video. It's like a video referee, right? You can just call him so many times during the tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
Lag test the commentators. No, we're not even in.
We're not. We don't even have our switches on. We're using technological OBS magic that Liva figured out.
Yeah. All right, so let's see what we're gonna do. Okay. Oh, he is selecting. That means that the quit button is not being pressed.
Oh, that's nice. I'm a big fan of selecting, so that's good to see. Do you think Terry?
I would think so. At least, yeah. That would be my best bet. I think Ken is a likely probability, but I don't know if that will be the best idea. That's my thing.
I mean, it can't really go any worse than the Ryu, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true. It can't be any worse than what just happened. It can't be any worse. Hey, there he is! Damn, my brain, it's big.
Okay, we're getting into game 3. It's gonna be Terry, just like you predicted. Well, if it is lagging, then Terry's gonna help, because playing for the Terry and lag is it's quite a rough experience. But Yetey is coming off of the platform swinging. That is 50% in less than 5 seconds. Hallelujah. This dude is playing so aggressively. And so is AndresFn, to be honest. Look at this, look at this. They are building percentage so fast.
Yeah, and Pichu is already at 100. And of course, Terry does have some really potent kill moves, and not in comparison to the Shotas, he does have a lot of different ones. Like Shotas, most of the time they're gonna kill with something like a Tatsumaki if you're a Ryu, a Shoryuken, or a back air. Terry has that power dunk, he does have the side B, he does have a rising tackle if it's charged. He has a lot of options to actually take the stock, and it makes it all the more ambiguous.
He's only 80% away from the permanent go meter.
Yeah, that's 2 more options you're gonna have to deal with.
And he is freely using the Thunder Jolt right out, knowing that pretty much anything is gonna kill anyway at this point. So the self-damage doesn't mean that much anymore. There is a very well-placed down smash. Almost takes the stock. Not quite. Is he, after the great start for Andres, still gonna take the first stock?
Okay, dodges the down smash luckily this time and catches him with the power geyser. That's gonna be the first stock for Andres at this point. First time taking the lead in this set. Okay, I was almost afraid that he was gonna get stuck underneath Pokemon Stadium.
Oh, a go? Yes, there it is.
Oh god, a 2-frame!
He 2-framed and took him out with the power geyser. I think he just did maybe an aerial or 2, but basically just 2 go moves. Buster Wolf and the power geyser, just destroying that Pichu stock. How different this set might have looked had he gone Terry from the start.
Going for the back air. And the thing is, like, most of the time in this percentages, like if Terry's not at 100%, he lost most of the neutral interactions because Pichu just does a lot of damage in a lot of hits. Terry just needs a couple of hits to do the same damage, but in terms of having the stage to control with, Yetey is just far more on point. Oh no, that should have been a down B. Oh,
and
goodbye.
Another power geyser.
Goodbye.
Did he just take all 3 stocks with a go move?
Yes.
With a power geyser under this?
It says go for a reason.
Yeah, it certainly does. That was a very, very quick game.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think most games have been quick. I think we've had more lag test time in this set than actually gameplay.
Yeah. It actually has been. That's actually kind of infuriating. It's so many lag tests.
Okay,
Come on.
Okay. Here's the real question. What if Yetey requests a lag test versus Andres right now?
That would be so anti-meta. that will be the ultimate counter pick. All right. Yeah.
But I think they'll hop back into it relatively quickly. Yetey is probably just gonna stay at Pichu. He needs to just make sure he gets those stocks before Andres has too much time to play around with the go meter, and then he has a clear path to victory. Don't think we're gonna be seeing the Wario anytime soon. No. Maybe in case of a game 5, but of course we are still in game 4 as soon as we start. So of course Andres is gonna stay with the Terry. That just worked out wonderfully. Man, that one stock he got where he had like a landing neutral air, a down tilt, forward tilt, Buster Wolf Power Gazer, done.
Done, yeah, done.
That stock was so destructive to anything Yetey might have tried to do to make a comeback. Just all the momentum on the side of Andres, ending it out with a 3 stock. Yeah, I think Yetey just needs a big reset, because in theory he should be able to do this.
Yeah.
Like, he lost his stock first, but otherwise the first stock looked fine for him. You know?
It was just like he felt himself a bit too much at certain points. Maybe went in too hard, and then that unfortunate misinput instead of getting Thunder, getting the side B. Those are unfortunate misinputs to make against Terry. So maybe he is going to regain himself. We're going to a different stage. It's going to be Town and City, bigger stage, and maybe Yetey will calm down a bit and find some new options.
Yeah, maybe. At least that dreaded go meter has been reset as we start the game at 0%. But Andres is already looking very good. Pichu self-damaging with a mixed Thunder and a agility. Andreas barely been getting hit at all. It's already 74% for Pichu. This is clearly death percent for Pichu, by the way, versus a powerhouse like Terry. And it's been yet to get a proper neutral win on Andres.
Yeah, for now it seems to be going okay, but we have seen what those insane advantage stages from Pichu can do.
There it is, there it is. He takes the stock right off a jab.
Oh. Okay. Oh, he is gonna read the power dive, but it's not gonna be exactly in the correct spot. Yetey now on with the pressure.
He needs to take this stock soon. You don't want to hurt yourself too much, and you also don't want to leave Andres with the go meter, and he's gonna get go meter off of the next hit. So you want to make it a big hit that sets him smashing through the blast zone. But it's not gonna be. There is the power geyser. He knows how successful it was for him in the last game, and he's sure to throw it a couple more.
Oh my god, no!
There it is, power geyser. Oh, for a second there, I thought we were gonna get the counter forfeit.
The counter forfeit, yeah, that's a thing.
He skull best right off stage, but that must have been a misinput.
Yeah, I guess so.
And there is a Knuckle getting a hit. Forward tilt, gonna take the stock. Now, that is a blast from the past, taking a stock with the Pichu forward tilt. Man, considering the amount of damage that Pichu is gonna be putting on himself trying to take out Andres, he basically has to play a perfect game from this point on if he wants to have a shot at winning this game.
Is that gonna be... No. Alright, it's not gonna be the perfect game you were talking about, but it could still...
it's just so tough, man. Terry's jab is basically a frame 3 kill move that does 26%. Oh, that's gonna be jab block and a forward smash. Is it enough? Not quite.
Oh my god, no! Okay. Yeah. He's fine.
Great DI from Yetey, though.
Oh god, reading the jump there.
Another power dunk! My god!
He went and jumped,
totally different from when he was controlling that Ryu.
Yeah. Okay, yes, that is okay.
Yeah, that's definitely a way to feel about this set. Like, okay, this is such a weird set. Do you think he's gonna be switching to Wario after that disastrous game 3 and 4?
Oh no, I
mean, game 3 and 4 have been a total disaster. Let's not sugarcoat it. It's been a total disaster for the Pichu.
Yeah. It's like this is such a all right. It has taken such a long time, and I can imagine that Yetey is starting to slightly tilt. So maybe that is also a factor. I know Yetey is a quite emotional player. So perhaps that is the way we're going to go in this situation. But I don't know. It seems difficult. It seems like Andres is just really picking up the pace with Terry, getting in a lot of damage and just finishing off Pichu with those go moves when it needs to. Because he really doesn't do anything, or he doesn't really have any other kill moves than that, or at least he hasn't used them, except for that one power dunk.
Yeah, it's been basically the go moves and power dunks.
Yeah, it's one of the two.
Ah, right? The Joker! Yet another character coming out from Yetey. I think this is a good choice. Definitely time to switch it up after those two games. Let's find out if he can come out of the gate swinging. For me, it takes a little bit of time to get used to that character switch. Let's hope Yetey is a bit quicker.
Yeah, especially with an input-heavy character like Joker. It always can take a little bit of time for a cognitive adjustment, but it's still Joker. It's still Joker.
It's still Joker, and he's already doing pretty well compared to game 3 and 4, so that is gonna give him some much-needed hope. It's gonna give him a mental boost. Tries to go for the forward smash on the normal get-up, doesn't quite get it.
Ooh, tries to get
opportunity, but no, it gets blocked out by yet another power dunk. That's such a hard move to contest.
Yeah, especially like if you jump during it and land during a specific timing after the power dunk is lagless, and then the strong up tilt is gonna be going. It's going to confirm in the power guys, and that's gonna be the first lock. Again, the go is just really prevalent in Andres' gameplay.
Right. And now he has to find a way to either avoid hits for a long time or take the stock without Arsene. That's gonna be really tough, and he doesn't avoid those hits at all. He takes a huge amount of damage from that confirm into the Buster Wolf. It is looking very tough for Yetey, despite having a pretty decent start. His juggles just haven't come together. He gets caught every time by the power dunk. Now he gets power gazered on the normal getup. Oh god, it must be so tough to be Yetey right now after having such dominant first 2 games.
He's frustrated. I can see it. He's frustrated.
Oh, no doubt, and rightfully so.
Oh yeah, counters the strong up tilt. No power geyser this time. Yeah.
Okay, he needs a quick edge guard. That's what he needs to get himself back in the game, both in terms of the score and in terms of his mentality probably. But again, these power dunks have been hitting their mark every time, or at least not getting punished. It's totally been disruptive to his juggle game. There's yet another power dunk, almost taking the stock.
It's been so still that it didn't even kill at the ledge. He's been using it so much. He's just looking for something. He's just jab, move. He's just looking for a jab. We saw a rising tackle. That's going to be a kill as well, but he's looking for something, and it's not looking like Yetey has much to say about it.
Of clearly missed rising tackles like that aren't really coming together for Yetey anymore. I think this is done. There's the rising tackle, and it's going to be a 3-2 to Andres after what is probably going to be a slightly controversial set. Making the very quick reverse 3-0 with the Terry, making excellent use of both the special inputs with the power dunk and of course the go moves that we saw a lot of in these last 3